Hi, how are you today? Oh, I still got my lung infection. Unfortunately, antibiotics, day 2 on antibiotics. I'm trying to get better. But I just want to tell you that this is my last day on this channel. But I do have a good subject for today, good subject matter. But from now on, would you please go to MLB Marketing Solutions, LLC, because I will be doing videos to help my husband's website, and of course keep promoting my little vlog. Funny little silly thing I made all by myself. But anyway, and let you know how the toy store is coming, and it's coming. It is definitely coming, no doubt about it. Finally, everybody's going to be happy. That's all I hear about. Where's the toy store? I want the toy store. Their kids are going to be so happy because we're not like everybody else. We're not going to mark it up 500% so you can afford it for your children. Almost everybody will be able to afford it. We're hoping to sell by volume and not by eating everybody's lunch, if you know what I mean. I hate when people price gouge, and they do it all the time. It's hard to buy anything this day and time where people don't. People are so full of greed. That's what happened to us. We started out 14,000. That one website now has cost us $50,000. All our money's gone. Every single penny. On top of that, my identity got stolen. But that's still not the subject either of today's. It's education. Okay, when I went to high school, they taught me that Ponce de Leon came to America looking for the Fountain of Youth. I can't figure out where that helped me today. It didn't make me any younger. I wish it would. Maybe it might help my health a little if it would. But it didn't help me at all. They taught me a lot of things that didn't help me at all. But they didn't teach me things that was really, really important. Like how to balance a checkbook and how to make a budget. I mean, it's not that they're that hard. It wouldn't even take that long to teach people how to do that. And used to, you could get a bank statement and turn it over on the back and follow the directions and pretty much figure out how to do that. Well, now everything's on the web, so they want you to go on the web and pay your bills. They want you to go on the web and balance your checkbook and all of that stuff. And so that's what almost everybody does. And I even have one doctor who says that his nephew is struggling because he just got an apartment and he doesn't know how to budget his money. One week he's spending, the next week he don't have money for food. So you have to learn to budget. And the very first thing you do to budget is find out all of your income added up and all the money that you pay out in bills and on your utilities. How I figure them is I add $5 to $10 to the amount that I paid the month before to be on the safe side, And then hopefully you're doing good there, and you divide that by however many weeks, or how many different times you get paid in the month. If it's 4 times, if you get paid every Friday, you divide it by 4. If you get paid every other week, you divide it by 2. And that's how much is left over. And that's how much you get to have each week. And the rest you leave in the bank so you can pay your bills. Hopefully you're even in good enough shape that you can put a little aside. Hopefully you're even good enough shape that you can make a little extra payment on the principal on some of your things, like car payments and credit card bills. I had a little mobile home I bought for my parents once, and I made $50 a month principal, and it was a 20-year note, we paid for it. We just paid $50 more a month and paid it off in 7 years. Big difference. Saved thousands of dollars. So see, just a little bit counts, and it goes a long ways. And so, and reach out. If you get in a bind and something's happening, you get in a bind and you can't pay, don't be frightened. Don't be scared. Don't let them call you, chewing you out, because all that's going to do is make you miserable. Call them first and say, look, there's been an accident or there's a family emergency. Is there any way you can work with me on this month's payment, or work it out with me to lower my payments? Or can we, sometimes you need to move your payments to a different date. Like if everything's due on the 1st, that's not good. You never want a credit card payment due on the 1st. I'll tell you a story about one thing that happened to me. I made a credit card payment that was meant for July 1st, and it got there a day early, the last day of June. And so they called me up and said, you're late on your payment. Why are you not making your payments? I said, do what? I always make my payments. You know that. And I said, go back and look and tell me I didn't make my payment. And she said, okay, I see. You made 2 payments in June. One was the last day of June. I said, that was my September payment and my July payment. I just paid it a day early. And you're going to penalize me for that? So she kind of said, I'm sorry, but I'll take it off and adjust it. But we're going to have to change this date. I realize that's a hard date to make. I try to pay early always, and if it's right on the 1st or the 2nd, it's really, really hard to get it there, on the right date, to make it not be paying the month before. You're being a good person and paying it early, but something happens and you're paying it late. But don't be afraid to call them. They cannot reach through the phone and choke you. More than likely, they're going to be nice and understanding. More than likely, they're going to be through the same things themselves from time to time. Now, of course, sometimes you get the occasional, not very nice person. But I don't call people names. Everybody has their faults. I'm one of them. But anyway, you call them and try to work out something. It's usually always doable. I had someone get sick on me, and I had to take care of them for 6 months. And so I called the place where I was making house payments and said, I'm in trouble. We have a family emergency, and it's very, very serious, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to lose anything. And they said, let me pull up your account. And they pulled it up, and I said, oh, I see where you've been making principal payments. Oh, guess what? You don't have to make a house payment for 6 months. See what a phone call can do for you? If you do it first, don't wait for them to call you. If you wait for them to call you, then give them your sad story. They wonder if it's true. They know if you're dodging their calls. Believe me, they know. I've been in collections. I've had to call people and ask them for money. I don't like that job. That's one of the worst jobs in the world to have. Especially, when times are hard, and times are hard all the time in our country for most people. I grew up extremely poor, and there were times where all 4 of us shared one bedroom and we had no bathroom. So we had to go to neighbors. And so, it's not like life's bed of roses for everyone, because it's not. And you, I'm who I am today because of all of the trials and tribulations I've been through, which is a lot, but mostly health issues. It's pretty bad. And when you almost lose your life twice, it really gets you to thinking, about what's going to happen tomorrow. Okay, now we talked about making a budget and working on that. Now let's talk about balancing your checkbooks. What you do there is you look on your checkbook register and you see what balance you have, and you look at the bank and you see what balance they have is listed as the amount that you have available. Well, you take and see if the amounts match. If they do, you balanced. Congratulations. I take and write a B, a little bitty B right there with a little circle around it. And it tells me that I balanced on that day at that time. So the next time I go to balance, I'll know I don't have to go up further than that to look because I balanced there. So, and then I'll go through, and then you could be off $25.09, say. Okay, that kind of sounds familiar to me. Let me look, and I get to looking and scrolling down the bank, and I see $29.09 at Poncho's. Okay, I forgot to make that entry in the book, and so I got to subtract it out. And I put my little B, balanced, make the adjustment, what date into who on the line, and balanced. It could be the other way around. And usually if it's the other way around, you posted something twice, or it's in your addition and subtraction. Either way. You can always tell that I video live because you can hear my ice maker, you can hear weed eaters, you can hear the dogs bark. I've seen several videos where it is so cropped that hands are just all over the place, and that just gets on my nerves so bad. I'd rather hear things like that, than have to put up with all the weirdness of the editing where they're in different places and it's really strange. One time their hair's one way, the next time their hair's another way, and you're going, well, they messed with their hair in between there somewhere, and why is their hand over here? How'd it get there? It's funny to me. I really don't care for the people that do that and who aren't themselves. I'm myself. I don't try to be something I'm not. I don't like that in people. I'm just me. I'm just LaVon. I have to learn with that fact. I told you before. My doctor said say goodbye to LaVon because she doesn't exist. You just mourn her. And I still miss my dancing. It'll be always in my heart, and I dance in my dreams. Well, I hope you can have success at balancing your checkbook. And I hope you can work with your creditors and your debtors on how to, help you out. Like I said, if you'll just call them first, don't be afraid. It'll be okay. They won't hurt you, I promise. They can't reach through the phone and choke you. They can't. And you'll feel a lot better when it's over. So much better. Even if they say, well, you can't help you. Because some people have done that, So I'll move to the next person and ask them. There's nothing else to do, So, anyway, this is my last video on LaVon Burton channel. So please watch me on MLB Marketing Solutions LLC. Please. So I can tell you our journey, which has been horrific, and I don't want anyone else this to happen to. I told you about the scam. Well, it's grown to a great big sum of 50 grand now. We have nothing left. But guess what? I'm okay. I'm still here. And I'm your friend. Bye. I'll see you next time at MLB Marketing Solutions, LLC. Please go to elegantehomedecorandmore.com and visit my store and sign up for the iRulu tablet. And I'll talk to you on the next channel. Bye bye. Have a great day.